Everyone succumbs to regrettable split-second decisions due to human nature, and celebrities, living under intense public scrutiny, are no exception. Public exposure magnifies the potential controversies and career-ending consequences of their mistakes. While some recover from disgrace, many choose to retire from the public eye to salvage whatever dignity remains. In today's video, we're delving into 10 instances of celebrities making poor choices, messing up, or succumbing to their basic instincts, resulting in the collapse of their careers. Jennifer Grey, known for lead roles in Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Dirty Dancing, symbolized the quintessential 80s darling with a promising career. While Matthew Broderick and Patrick Swayze thrived, Grey's trajectory remained uncertain. Notable as Bueller's sister in John Hughes's film and the iconic Baby of Nobody Puts Baby in a Corner, but if you saw her today, you'd have no idea. Grey was known for her distinctive nose, but as her career slowed in the early 90s, she opted for a nose job. Emerging with a noticeably smaller and altered nose, the plastic surgery made her unrecognizable, presenting challenges in casting. In 2012, Grey expressed her regret, stating, "It was the nose job from hell. I'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job." Despite not reaching the megastar status of the 80s, Grey has sporadically worked in the 2000s and beyond. Wesley Snipes was a big star with roles in White Men Can't Jump, To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything Julie Newmar, and the Blade trilogy. He was doing pretty great. Then Snipes decided not to pay his taxes. His tax offenses, involving willful non-filing for 3 years, led to a 1-year jail sentence for each year of evasion, along with a $17 million repayment in taxes and penalties. Since it's pretty hard to make a Blade sequel from jail, his tax evasion halted his career. However, in the 2020s, with scandals fading from memory and a resurgence of nostalgia for his 90s roles, Snipes is making a gradual comeback. He has recently appeared in Netflix's True Story, made a vampiric cameo on What We Do in the Shadows, and delivered standout performances in the 80s sequel Coming to America. When Michael Richards, known for Seinfeld, engaged in a confrontation with a heckler during a stand-up comedy show in 2006, he responded with racial slurs, leading to a swift and irreversible downfall of his career. Richards replied to the man's criticism with a series of racial slurs, demanding that the African-American customer be thrown out of the club. A video of the incident soon found its way online, showing Richards stopping his show mid-monologue and turning on the audience member, telling him that 50 years ago they'd have you hanging upside down. There were audible gasps in the room as the incensed actor then repeatedly used the N-word. The comedian left the stage without finishing his routine. Despite later apologizing on The Late Show with David Letterman and asserting he wasn't racist, Richards' career has since been restricted to occasional token TV appearances. Tila Tequila initially gained fame as an early social media celebrity, transitioning from being popular on MySpace to becoming one of the most unpopular personalities in recent history. MTV capitalized on her online following by giving her a dating show, A Shot at Love with Tila Tequila, in 2007. However, her career took a downturn after she posted bizarre content sympathizing with Adolf Hitler on her website, including statements denying his negative actions during the war. Tequila's attempts to revive her career, such as appearing on Celebrity Big Brother in 2015, were marred by controversies, including her Nazi sympathies, leading to her eviction. In 2016, she further stirred controversy by launching a scathing attack on Jewish conservative political commentator Ben Shapiro. Brendan Fraser often prompts the question, why doesn't Hollywood cast him anymore? Rising from a character actor to a movie star with his portrayal of Rick O'Connell in The Mummy, Fraser faced a downturn after the trilogy's lackluster conclusion in 2008. However, the 3D fantasy adventure journey to the center of the Earth in the same year unexpectedly became a hit, reaffirming Fraser's leading man status. Yet his refusal to reprise his role in Journey 2, The Mysterious Island, letting the role go to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which went on to surpass its predecessor at the box office, marked a pivotal misstep in his career. The subsequent failure of Fraser's next 2 films highlighted this mistake. He also disclosed challenges, including an alleged assault by Hollywood Foreign Press Association President Philip Burke, contributing to his career downturn. In the 2020s, Fraser's career is experiencing a resurgence with notable roles, including playing Firefly in the DC Comics movie Batgirl. Paula Dean, once a beloved cooking show personality, faced a downfall in 2012 due to racism allegations. A former restaurant general manager sued her, accusing her of using racial slurs and proposing a Southern-themed wedding with black men as slaves. Dean admitted to these allegations during the trial. The Food Network promptly terminated her contract, despite her apologies. Dean's attempts at a comeback included a stint on Dancing with the Stars, but she remained under scrutiny, especially after a 2015 tweet featuring her son in brown face. She later resurfaced on the more obscure RFD TV network with Positively Paula and made occasional appearances on other shows like The Dr. Oz Show. Controversy has helped make Kathy Griffin famous, but then she went too far. In May 2017, Kathy Griffin sparked controversy by posting a photo of herself holding a blood-soaked Donald Trump mannequin head, perceived by many as a violent threat against the sitting president. The backlash was swift, leading to her termination from CNN's New Year's Eve broadcasts and the loss of other contracts. The FBI even investigated the incident. Griffin initially apologized, acknowledging that the joke went too far and expressing concern about the impact on her career. However, months later, she retracted the apology, stating that the backlash had gone too far. Despite facing significant consequences, including canceled gigs due to death threats, Griffin returned to the comedy scene with a sold-out tour in 2018. In the 2020s, she appeared in popular comedies like Crank Yankers and Search Party. Robert Blake had a career spanning nearly 70 years, from a young star in MGM's Little Rascals to the mystery man in David Lynch's Lost Highway. However, in 2001, his wife Bonnie Lee Bakley was murdered. Blake claimed he had left his wife in the car to retrieve a missing gun when the shooting occurred. Despite police determining that Blake's missing gun wasn't used in the crime, he was arrested in 2002 based on claims from two former stuntmen who said he had tried to hire them to murder his wife. Blake was acquitted in 2005, but a civil court later found him guilty of causing Bakley's death and ordered him to pay $30 million to Bakley's children. This legal saga severely impacted Blake's career, leading to a failed plea for work, and at the age of 71, he found himself without opportunities in the industry. After the success of Scream and the Jaimie Kennedy experiment, Jaimie Kennedy's career took a downturn, marked by roles in unsuccessful films like Son of the Mask and stereotypical portrayals in Malibu's Most Wanted. In 2012, his career reached a low point as he hosted an LA-only New Year's Eve special, First Night 2013, which turned out to be a disastrous live television event. Kennedy's off-color jokes, technical issues, product placements, and insensitive remarks, including a crude remark about interracial relationships, contributed to the show's failure. The main aspect of a New Year's show is the countdown, but Kennedy somehow bungled it, unable to locate a clock at midnight and missing the moment by 10 seconds. Despite the negative reception, Kennedy claimed it was intentional, describing it as an anti-New Year's Eve show. Playing Michaela Baines in 2007's Transformers propelled Megan Fox to stardom. In a 2009 interview with Wonderland magazine, Fox candidly compared director Michael Bay to Napoleon and Hitler, creating controversy. Although Bay initially hired her for Transformers, Dark of the Moon, producer Steven Spielberg reportedly overruled it. Despite Fox's team denying reports of her ousting, the damage to her career was evident. She later appeared in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies, indie flops, New Girl episodes, and a music video for her fiancé, Machine Gun Kelly. In an interview with The Washington Post, Fox explained her retreat from Hollywood as a means to escape misogyny and discover her purpose. That wraps up our coverage of 10 actors who encountered pivotal split-second decisions that altered their careers. A few successfully reconstructed their professional paths, utilizing controversies as catalysts for new projects and later success. However, for some, The journey to redemption remains complex as they continue to grapple with the aftermath of their actions. If you found this video insightful, please consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching.